through his devotees only. Especially, we all know that Swami's life is written in a book called Satyam Shivam Sundaram. A devotee decided to give name of his sons as inspiring of Satyam Shivam Sundaram as Satyanand Balan, Shivanand Balan and Sundaranand Balan. And everyone knows who is Sundaranand Balan, is our member. Today we are hearing Journey of Sai by Balan Ayyappan, is the father of Sundaranand Balan. He have 60 or 50 years, more than 50 years experience, divine experience with Swami. So he is going to be telling us about his journey with Sai Ram.
My humble pranams to the lotus feet of Sri Satya Sai Baba. Tumeva modacha pida tumeva bindhucha sakha tumeva vidya dravinam tumeva sarvam mama deva deva tumeva sarvam mama sagi deva. Dear Swami, to all my Sai family members, thank you. I am Balan Ayyappan and father of Sundaranam. I am very much blessed by Bhagavan to be here with you to share my experience, in fact, my journey towards Bhagavan. Sir. I am hearing about Swami in the year 1967. My father was working in a tea plantation in Tamil Nadu, Coimbatore district, and near Valparai, in Valparai. And Swami visited Udumalpet during 1967, and some of our friends went and met Swami. After that, they told about Swami to us. At that time, we don't know much about Swami. Then we have started the bhajans, in house bhajans, in our homes, and we are doing seva activities, and we don't know much about Swami. And we have been trying to learn about Swami, his experiences. One, Miss Yamuna Devi was working there as a nurse, and she knows about Swami and she was sharing her experiences with us. And during the year 1917, I was in Shornor, my native place, and we used to do bhajans there. And there is a Sai Mandir, Ganesh Mandir. We used to go and do Sai bhajans there. And one of the devotees, one Subhadrama, she called us one day and said, "So why can't we have a bhajan at the Guruvayur temple?" We said, "Okay, we'll come." But we said to ma'am, we'll be singing only Sai bhajans. We'll be including Sai's name there. She said, no problem, you can sing. And we had been to Guruvayur temple and we sang the bhajans. After the bhajans, you know that Shiveli will come out. And in that, I have seen Swami sitting there. And I was shocked. In the evening, after the bhajans and all, in the evening I am receiving a telegram from my father saying that have been selected for a job in the plantations, and we have to go to Nilgiris district in the month of November. I have to join. So I was very glad. I was thinking about Swami, what's this? And 1970, November 2nd, I am joining my new assignment. Before that, November 1st, we have traveled to Nilgiris, that is near Gudalur. Near to that, one estate is called Rockwood Estate. And in the evening, we reached at one home. One senior member of the office, his name is Mr. Achyutan Nair. And when we went for the dinner, I used to pray Swami before going for dinner. I just went to that puja room. I was shocked to see Swami there, Swami's picture. He says that I am there with you. I'm there with you. From that onwards, my journey starts, Swami. 1973, I got married. I got an early marriage. I got married in 1973. Shobha came to my life. She was only 17 at that time. She was also from a good family, God-fearing family. And we used to go to Gudalur from our estate, nearly 14 kilometers we had to travel. We used to go for the services. We used to do bhajans and all the service activities. Seva camps we used to conduct. We go for the medical camps. Everything we used to do. And in the year 1974, April, I remember April for Vishu, we planned we'll go and see Swami at Whitefield. We were told that Swami is available in Whitefield. And myself and my wife, with my friend Ramakrishnan, we went to Bangalore. And we went to the Whitefield and we inquired whether Swami is there. Then one of our known friend, Mr. Radhakrishnan, you heard of Radhakrishnan. He was very close to Swami. He was the driver of Swami for some time. And I know Radhakrishnan very well. He was the son of Mr. Nanjan, the Tahsildar of Ooty, and who was given sponsored Nandanavaram to Swami in Ooty. And I asked Radhakrishnan where is Swami. Then Radhakrishnan told me, sorry, Swami has left for Puttaparthi. If you want to see Swami, you have to go to Puttaparthi and see. But we don't know what to do. I got only 2-3 days leave. So we thought, okay, we'll go to Puttaparthi to see Swami. And we sat in the bus stand, and the morning bus we catched to Penugunda. First to Penugunda, we got on Penugunda, traveled to Bukkapattanam. From Bukkapattanam, we have to walk on those days. It was in 1974. Yeah, thank you. 1974, we have to go to, from Bukkapattanam, we have to walk. And we have crossed Chitravadi, we reached there. And we reached the ashramam, we inquired, and he said that Swami is not available in Shanti. He is at Anantapur, but he is expected at any time. So still we are confused what to do. After that, we finished our lunch and we thought, okay, let's go to Anantapur and see Swami, and from there we can proceed further. Then around 2:30 we got a bus to Dharmavaram. We stopped at Dharmavaram, and when bus came to Anantapur, all people were getting inside the bus. But I don't know what the conductor said. He was telling Telugu something. He asked 3 of us to get down from the bus. We don't know what the language he used. Anyway, he did not allow us to stand there. He asked, get on. We got from the bus. Then we thought what to do. Then we thought, okay, let's return to Puttaparthi, attend the bhajan and proceed tomorrow morning. Then we again went to catch the bus to Puttaparthi. Then the devotees were travelling in the bus, told that Swami is leaving Anandapur. He is expected in Puttaparthi soon. So we were happy. We attended the bhajans and waited for Swami. By 7 o'clock, Swami arrived there. In his Fiat car, that's a small Fiat car, white car, Swami arrived there at sunset. Okay, you can go for sleep, come tomorrow morning for this. And the next day morning, we had a very good darshan Swami in the portico. He used to stand in the portico and give darshan to us. We had a very good darshan. After that, in the morning darshan, we sat there. The morning I did not get any interview. And in the afternoon, Swami called me for an interview. Then myself, my wife and my friend, we all went there to the interview room. And Swami was conversing with others also. There were so many other devotees also. Swami came to me and I was crying like everything. Because I lost my brother at that time. He told Swami, Swami, I lost my brother. Swami showed sweet. Don't worry. Then I was crying like everything. Swami said, no, Azhakudade. Swami Kodal, he hugged me, pat me like this. Then he asked my wife, and my wife told that she doesn't have any concentration Swami. Then he created one locket and gave it to her. And he created Vibhuti and gave us Vibhuti. And I asked Swami, when can I leave Swami? He said, tomorrow morning after darshan you can leave. Then we were very happy. From that day onwards, Swami is doing many wonders in our life. Swami is there with us always. All the ups and downs in my life is done by Swami only. Then we have returned to our home. After that, we are blessed with 3 children. First, my child is, first son is Satyanand. And when he was 1.5 years old, Swami used to visit Nandanavanam Ooty every year. I used to meet Swami also in Nandanavanam also. He used to stay at Abhayaranyam guest house. One Sunday we heard that Swami is available one Saturday. I went there and it was not so much of rush. Swami came for darshan, he gave darshan to all. I said, sir, Swami, my family wants to see Swami. Okay, Nalai Katalva. Then we returned and Sunday morning we went. We had a very good darshan of Swami with all our devotees, the Budalur devotees. And we used to meet Swami in the Nandanavanam also. Once we met Swami in the Nandanavanam. My son was there. He was 1.5 years old. I told Swami, Swami, and Swami created Vibhuti and like that for my first son. After that we had second son, my Shivanand, third son Sundaranand. All were brought up in Swami's line. They were in Bharagya's class. They were doing all the activities, and especially Sundar, from his 3rd age onwards, he used to sing bhajans very clearly. And he used to be in all the activities from his boyhood onwards, and all the 3 children. And he used to go for the services. We used to attend the services, and they have served in Prashanti Nilayam. Sundara served to Swami, and he has instructed our Coimbatore district person at that time, Mr. Sachidanandam, who is very close to Swami, one of the 12 devotees who can meet Swami at any time, and he was in the Central Trust member also. And Mr. Sachidanandam used to call me every day, saying that what is the progress, how we are doing the progress, how is we are progressing, what is the pantal, what is the arrangements you are doing. Swami is asking me, hey, I want a daily ketapare, that's what Swami says. And he says, I can send you people from there from Coimbatore. So I said, no, everything is, I'm doing it, everything well. And he came, he attended the marriage. The marriage was at Guruvayur temple. Like that, there are so many experiences, Swami, in our life. And Shivan, my son, second son Shivan also is very much fond of Swami. I used to have dreams of Swami, but I never had a dream of Swami. But I used to speak to Swami. Whenever I have any problems, I used to Swami. Even sometimes I used to ask Swami, why Swami, why you are doing like this? Then immediately I get answer, Buddha, don't do like this. You are done a mistake. That's why I'm telling you like this, and you will correct me. And wherever it is distress, and I'm asking Swami, no, don't worry, I already told you I'm with you. Don't worry, I'll do that. Like that, Swami is always with us, and Swami is with me. And we are very much grateful to Swami for all his blessings in our life. And what I would like to share with my friends is, give your experiences, share your experiences with your children also. Let them also bring on this lines of Swami. And because the world is changing, the generation is changing very much, and we have to educate our children in the side path. And Swami will be there to help us in all the way, and will lead our life in all the ways. With this, I conclude.
Om Sri Sai Ram, on my most humble and loving pronouns to all of you of the Lord Bhagavan. Loving Sai Ram to all of you. There is nothing more happier and joyful than listening to the stories of Bhagavan, experiences of Bhagavan for the devotees. In fact, Bhagavan says, we want to listen, we must listen to the stories of Bhagavan every day with him. Not only we have to listen to the stories and experience of the devotees, as he has mentioned, we must share our experiences with all the devotees. That is the way, the easiest way to progress in devotion. As he has mentioned, in fact, after I met him only a few days back, 3 days back, you see, Swami, whenever Swami wondered who is, having this experience, this only just yesterday evening the thought came that after the announcement was made that, he is here, he is having a lot of experiences. Then we thought, okay, we can give him the, let us listen to that. There is no, even though we could not announce earlier, yesterday evening only we decided that, that's why we put out an announcement yesterday. As he has mentioned, you might be, I will, first of all, I would like to introduce, he was talking about his son Sundar Balan. Some of you may not be knowing who is Sundar Balan. Sundar Balan is the person who is taking this video. Okay. He also come very recently. So as soon as he has come to Abu Dhabi, immediately got involved in some matters, and whatever responsibilities what we are giving, very happily he is accepting that one, and he is doing for Swami. Living for God is in fact true devotion. Living in God is the true spirituality, that's what Swami says. So this is the way we have to move forward. We have to engage in make our life meaningful and purposeful, engaging in thoughts and remembering Swami always. As is mentioned, 1974, he got the opportunity. After having darshan, sparshan and sambharshan of Bhagavan, he made his life like Swami's Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram, and he named his first son Satyam, second son Shivam, and third son as Sundaram. So this is what really Swami wanted. We had to make our life as Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram, engaging and listening to Swami's, and also working for Swami, whether it is devotion, whether it is for service, whatever opportunity, wherever we get. This is the great blessings of the devotees, that wherever we go in this world, our Sai family is waiting for us. Any part of the go. Some of the devotees say, I am here, last 2 years, one edition, now only I came to know about Sai activities. Dear brothers and sisters, we have to tell the devotees also, wherever you go in any world, 126 countries, Sai's activities are continuously happening. The first thing is, if you do not have the information, contact somebody. Contact the institute, the organization. Contact any friend. You will get to know about the activities. So we should not miss this kind of opportunity. See how he has come. He has come only 3-4 days. Last week only he has come. After that he was coming for bhajans. He is coming for Tuesday bhajans. He is coming for Sunday bhajans. He is coming for Omkar. This is the way. Every time, whatever the time we get, we must get engaged in devotional activities, engaged in thoughts of Bhagavan, thoughts on God, engaged in services. This is the way we can redeem our life, fulfilling the purpose of the life. Thank you, brother, for sharing your wonderful experiences. You have the chance, and it is like that. Most of us could not, get darshan, sparshan and sambhashan. Those who have got darshan and sparshan and sambhashan, when they share, it is like that we also get. It is the same feeling we develop that. Okay, we are going back to that time, 1974. Okay, when Swami says, okay, he has hugged him also. Okay, it's like that. So we must feel, blessed to hear these kind of stories, divine stories and leelas of Bhagavan. Thank you, brother, for that. Thank you all for your patience, and also I could see that so many are attending Omkaram here. It's a wonderful progress also. Since last week also many have attended. It is increasing. To say anybody who has to come, we cannot, we cannot force anything like that. Swami only will bring. We will pray to Swami, more and more devotees should come and should make use of the opportunities that is available in the center for our redemption of life. Thank you all for
Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Satya Sai Hare Bhakta Jana Samrakshaka Bhakta Jana Samrakshaka Pati Maheshwara Om Jai Jagadish Hare Shivadana Shrikara Sarva Pranapate Swami Sarva Pranapate Ashrita Kalpalatika Ashrita Kalpalatika Apadvandhava Om Jai Jagadish Hare Mata Pita Guru Daivamu Mariyantayunire Swami Mariyantayunire Nada Brahma Jagannatha Nada Brahma Jagannatha Nagendra Sayana Om Jai Jagadish Hare Omkara Rupa Ojasvi Sai Mahadeva Satya Sai Mahadeva Mandala Harati Anduko Mandala Harati Anduko Mandala Giridhari Om Jai Jagadish Hare Narayana Narayana Satya Narayana 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 Satya Narayana Narayana Satya Narayana Narayana Om Jai Satgurudeva Narayana Narayana Satya Narayana 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 Satya Narayana Narayana Satya Narayana Narayana Om Jai Satgurudeva Narayana Narayana Satya Narayana 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 Satya Narayana Narayana Satya Narayana Narayana Om Jai Satgurudeva Om शान्ति शान्तिः समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय।
परमं पवित्रं बाबा विभूतिं परमं विचित्रं लीला विभूतिं परमार्थइष्टार्थमोक्षप्रदानं बाबा विभूतिं इदमाश्रयामि। परमं पवित्रं बाबा विभूतिं परमं विचित्रं लीला विभूतिं परमार्थइष्टार्थमोक्षप्रदानं बाबा विभूतिं इदमाश्रयामि। परमं पवित्रं बाबा विभूतिं परमं विचित्रं लीला विभूतिं परमार्थइष्टार्थमोक्षप्रदानं बाबा विभूतिं इदमाश्रयामि।